Delhi Lieutenant Governor has rejected Delhi government's proposal to lift the existing weekend curfew and end the restrictions on markets. This after Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal sent a recommendation to Lieutenant Governor to end the weekend curfew in view of the declining COVID cases. The LG agreed to the Delhi government's recommendation to allow 50% attendance in private offices, but added that the decision on the weekend curfew and markets will be taken once the COVID situation improves further. As of now in Delhi, weekend curfew is from 10 p.m. on Fridays to 5 a.m. on Mondays. Earlier, Delhi Health Minister also claimed that Delhi has gone past the peak of third wave. So here again, the Delhi Lieutenant Governor has overruled the decision taken by the Arvind Kejriwal government. The LG has rejected the decision to lift the weekend curfew, so weekend curfew to stay in place in Delhi. In fact, you're looking at a graph on your screens showing you the figures in Delhi. The Delhi Health Minister earlier stated that figures have come down, the worst is over. Perhaps that was the basis on which the decision to lift the weekend curfew was taken. However, the LG has rejected that proposal. Okay. Times Network's Nukul Jashoria joins me with more inputs. Nukul, what do we know about why the LG has decided to reject the proposal? The Health Minister earlier stated that cases have come down and the weekend curfew can be lifted, but clearly the LG is not convinced with that.
Certainly the cases are coming down, but at the same time we know that people in India are still unvaccinated and the situation is still not under the control and we can't take the risk. At the same time, the LG has quashed the recommendation made by the Aam Aadmi Party today. The reason, in fact, was clearly stated that because there are certain cases which there are certain people who are still unvaccinated. Yesterday as well, we have seen that there was a research by the US team from University of California which stated that people who are unvaccinated and get the Omicron infection variant are much prone to get the broad infection and wouldn't be able to fight the next variants. But people who are vaccinated and are infected with the Omicron variant are still be able to get the that will be able to protect from the broader infection and further infections. As we know that today, Anil Baijal, our Lieutenant Governor, has stated that till the time the situation gets eased off and we see that the situation in Delhi is not, the cases might be going down, but the situation is still not under control, and Anil Baijal felt that there is a need for weekend curfew at the same time. As we know that, but at the same time, however, the Lieutenant Governor has agreed to the recommendation made by the Aam Aadmi Party and CM that private offices should continue at the rate of 50% capacity. We have certain people out here whom we can ask and we can know the reactions on how they feel about it. अरविंद केजरीवाल ने आज लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर से बात किया और उन्होंने लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर को बताया कि जो वीकेंड कर्फ्यू है उसको हटा देना चाहिए, पर हमारे जो लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर है उन्होंने मना कर दिया। वीकेंड कर्फ्यू अभी रहेगा, आपका क्या कहना है इसके ऊपर?
सर, ये अच्छा फैसला है उनका, बट मैं चाहता हूँ नेक्स्ट मंथ खोल दिया जाए। 26 जनवरी भी आ रही है, तो उन्होंने सही फैसला लिया है। अभी कुछ दिन और रहना चाहिए, बाकी फरवरी में फर्स्ट वीक में खोल दें तो बेहतर है।
आपको क्या लगता है सर?
नहीं, कर्फ्यू तो अभी लगना चाहिए। जैसे ये 2 दिन का लगा रहे हैं, ये सैटरडे और संडे का, तो मैं समझता हूँ कम से कम 3 महीना और ये कर्फ्यू रहना चाहिए। 2 दिन का तो कम से कम रहना चाहिए। बाकी अगर पूरे वीकली लग जाएगा तो फिर थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है। वैसी प्रॉब्लम में चल रही पब्लिक और प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। तो 2 दिन का तो कंटिन्यूसली 3 दिन तक लगना ही चाहिए, बहुत ज़रूरी है। उससे कुछ
What do you feel, sir, on this situation?
देखिए, कर्फ्यू लगना भी ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर लग रहा है कि ओमिक्रॉन बढ़ता जा रहा है तो उसको रोकने के लिए तो यही आपके कर्फ्यू तो लगाना ही पड़ेगा। बाकी तो ये प्रोटोकॉल्स में तो चलना ही पड़ेगा। इन प्रोटोकॉल्स के साथ ही चल के हम बीमारी को हम थोड़ा सेफगार्ड कर सकते हैं।
as we see that people also believes that that the situation is not under control and weekend curfew should be continued. While at the same time, if we see that the business people and the vendors and people who are owning the small tea stalls and all, and these people are still struggling with their money-making process and all these things.
Yes,
But at the
yes.
same time, it is for their own
Right.
safety and benefit for the people.
Yes, and perhaps people would be well advised to keep wearing their masks, especially when they are talking. I noticed that some of the people out there were not wearing masks. That is something, at least on their part, they can do. Thanks for joining us, Nukul.